Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. You can make it round the world when the holes in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. That's that popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world.
You're now listening to the Brothers of the Five. At shooting guard, it's your boy, Killer Cam. At small forward, it's Reggie Love. At point guard, Steve Major. At power forward, Al B. And at center, Mr. Noise, Lloyd Spence. And now, the Brothers of the Five. We're back. Man, that feels good to say. I got to say, man, that feels good to say. And ladies and gentlemen, when I say we back. It's Killer Cam over there. And our little bro is back. C Major, back off IR, back off the pup.
Man. Man.
Ready to go.
It's been a long time, man.
It's been a long time. He shouldn't have left you.
Man, the last time I was doing this show, I was good, and then all of a sudden everything went to hell in the handbasket.
I'm just saying it was kind of a challenge, my brother.
Yeah.
It was kind of a challenge, but it's good to see you. Look good, man.
Likewise, good to see y'all too, man.
You're looking different. You're breathing different.
Yeah, I grew the beard out a little bit. So
I like it. I'm here for it. Glad to see you, man. You're back in your element.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys for the prayers, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then Killer Cam is back. Is he here? Are you healed up, Cam? Let me see your digits. I didn't even see your digits.
I'm good. We're getting there.
He's coming. He playing hurt tonight.
Hey, I got off and he got on.
He got on a little bit.
Man.
But we here though. Hey, we here. So that's all that matters, man. So we're glad we missing our brother Reggie Love, but peace to him wherever he is. We know where he is. Y'all don't know where he is, but we know where he is. But it's all good. But he'll be with us hopefully next week. So man, we ready to jump in. It's time, man. We've been gone too long. We ready to give y'all what y'all been missing. So let's jump right in, man. Let's not play with this thing. Thank you. Who is this talking to us? Sky Queen. Appreciate you. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's jump right in, man. Y'all missed it. We missed it. The best, your worst, and your surprise of both the NFC and the AFC in the NFL so far. We've been watching. We're about halfway through the season. Who is getting it done so far? That's the question. So let's get to it. What we doing? I think we got to give it to Chad first, though. We out of just on GP, right?
We starting with the AFC or NFC. It doesn't matter.
It's your world tonight, Chad. Give it to us, brother.
I mean, is that what we're gonna start with? Is he good?
Before we start, Chad, you tell us.
I mean, is he good?
I'm good. I'm good.
Well, you know what? You're right. Before we get to any other NFL question, we got to really check on our brother real quick, y'all. So just give us, everybody watching, just give us a quick second. Because not only has Chad been on the IR for some personal reasons, but he's a Yankees fan.
Hey, like the man Jay-Z said, what you think I'm wearing black for? I'm still in mourning, man. I'm still in mourning.
It was listen. I ain't gonna hold you. Chad. I ain't gonna hold you.
I am.
That issue was crazy. The sweep surprised me. That surprised me. The way you got swept shocked me. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Shocked me. I was not prepared for that at all.
Hey, guys, a Red Sox fan.
No, Darwin. Don't hide now. Don't throw your rock and hide now.
But look here. He was sick too.
Yeah. We put the
Yeah.
Yankees on.
Did all that talking about what the Yankees gonna do beginning of the year and they gonna win the championship, and then they finally made it. Judge and hit another home run with Juan Soto and all this noise.
You got to get hot at the right time, and we did not get hot at the right time.
Well,
Nah.
I know exactly what it is, Lord. I can sum it up.
sum it up, because I'm confused.
I got you. Like the Lakers, they was the mid-season champs.
Wow.
That was shade. That's what we call the business shade.
Yeah. I mean, it was something crazy had to happen for that to. I don't know. It was Dodgers just had crazy, what you call it? Faith and spirit. Like it's just crazy. It's
That's
crazy.
it. They won with just that.
You going with faith and spirit? That's what you going with?
That's the best you got?
I'm going biblical. Faith and spirit, man.
First of all, I ain't mad at you pulling out the Lord, because that's what people do when they're in trouble. Let me call on Jesus. Which, listen, if you go call on somebody, ain't nobody better.
We didn't call on them enough.
Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Jesus.
They put more money in the tithes and offers than we did.
Well, they was on another commandment too. Thou shalt not kill, because y'all got killed. Simply put.
But you know what?
2009, Lord, they ain't won since 2009.
There was some crazy stuff that happened, man. It was crazy.
I was gonna say, here's the problem I'm having with both y'all are saying. If the Dodgers in the first 3 games, I'm gonna start you out. The Dodgers outplayed you. They outplayed you in the first 3 games. But that last game, bro, I went to sleep. Y'all went up 5-0. I said,
I did too.
It's gonna be a game 6. It's gonna be a game 6 and game 5. I was like, game 6. It's gonna give me a quick nap. Wake up and see the end. We good. I woke up to go to the restroom in the 5th inning. And when I came back, all hell broke loose. I've never seen anybody lose that way. Been watching baseball all my life. Never seen anybody lose that way.
And it had to be the Yankees too. It had to be the Yankees. So
it was biblical. I will say that. It was like the plagues came down and
all right, let's talk football now.
It literally was one of the best moments of like the last 3 months for me. Like seriously, to see them go down like that and to see the way that they lost.
Let's keep in perspective for those who have not been watching the show. Cam is a Red Sox fan, so that shade is always going to be there.
Freddie Freeman is a bad man. He's a bad man, bro. Bad man.
He was this series. Now, the 2 series prior, not so much. But this series, Lord have mercy. He was the second coming. He was Ted Williams. He was Babe Ruth.
Shout out to Magic Johnson, man.
Magic Johnson.
At 15,
still winning championships after 15 championships he's won in various sports. The man got the Midas touch. Makes me nervous as a supporter of an NFC East team.
Commander.
Makes me quite nervous. I ain't gonna hold you.
Man.
All right, well, listen, we got that out of the way. So now, Chad, give it to us, man. Who is your best, worst, and surprise? We're starting NFC. Let's go with it.
NFC, I'm gonna go with them Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions at this point.
As your best?
As my best.
Okay.
My worst.
Can't really argue with that.
My worst is the Saints.
Saints. Interesting.
How you gonna be the Super Bowl contenders the first 2 games, and then all of a sudden the bottom fall out. And so that's it was high hopes. Everybody was on the Saints bandwagon. And all of a sudden everything went to hell in the handbasket. So I definitely say the Saints were my worst. My surprise.
Interesting that you would say that because apparently the Saints management felt the exact same way because they fired Dennis Allen this morning.
Yeah,
I talked before the waffles were popped out the machine.
I talked to the owner and I advised him, no, that's where he should go.
Is that what happened? I didn't know that's what happened. Okay.
Yeah, he called me.
All right.
My surprise is the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Who knew all they needed was a wide receiver and Kyler Murray would play better. I mean, who knew?
And
So,
he ain't doing nothing.
I mean,
You think they played well?
were they in first place?
I said he ain't doing that.
Yeah.
They in first place.
I guess technically they are in first place.
Yeah,
You are
yeah.
correct.
From where they were last year to this
Yeah,
year.
technically they are in first place. I can't argue with that.
It won't be in 3 weeks.
That's surprising. That's
Right.
surprising at this point.
That is surprising. That is surprising. Okay. All right. Cam, what you doing? What you doing?
Let me see.
Well, you knew that was coming.
Hey.
Dad knew that was coming.
He ain't gonna hurt my feelings. He ain't
I'm
gonna-
not trying to hurt your feelings. I don't care about you.
he ain't gonna hurt
The
my
Yankees
feelings.
hurt your feelings.
This is for all the other. I think that was for everybody else that's watching.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
This for all the people that say they're gonna win every year, not you, Chad.
Right. This ain't got to do with you. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
My best, that's me and Chad got a couple of teams that are the same. My best is simply Detroit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see how they. Surely they're gonna make a trade to replace Hutchinson, even though they still look good. But I think they still got to replace Hutchinson for this year. And then
I feel like this Zadarius Thomas is packing. Zadarius Smith is packing as we speak.
yes, that's the
I feel like
word.
he is.
That's the word on the street. So we'll find
Yeah, I
out.
feel like he's packing right now.
Or Michael Parsons, maybe.
Oh,
Michael
man.
Parsons would be a shock.
If he goes anywhere, it's gonna be the Commanders. I don't even know.
100%.
Oh God! If they do that, they might win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
100%.
They get
then
any better.
The worst is actually not the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going with the Cowboys because I can name you about 8 starters that have been gone from the Cowboys. So I'm not going. I can't put that on them like that.
That's a fair and balanced perspective.
Yeah, Saints.
I like that.
I got the Saints. That's what I got. I got the Saints, man. And
Join them
like
with the
Chad said,
Saints. Okay.
even though Carr went down, you got a couple of quarterbacks. You paying Taysom Hill like he's a starter anyway. So there is no excuse on that part. And then my surprise team, it was a toss-up, and it was in the same division. It was in you guys' divisions.
What's up, then?
I wanted to say Washington. That's what I really wanted to say.
Oh,
Because of Dan Quinn got those boys playing. Dan Quinn let his coaches coach. That's a big thing too. But I'm gonna go with the Eagles, though. I am gonna say the Eagles. Look, it's not. I don't want to get in trouble. It's not the way they play. It's not sexy, but it gets the job done.
Yeah.
And I think in the playoffs it can hurt them like it hurt Detroit though last year, going gambling and stuff like that. But I just like their attitude, and of course I love that running back. What's his name?
It's right on the tip of your tongue.
I don't think that's necessary. that feels unnecessary.
I think his name Quan. I like Quan. Quan over there. Outside of Derrick Henry, Saquon may be the second best running back in the game right now.
Well,
True.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
So that's mine in a nutshell. That's mine.
All right.
Make no doubt about it. Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league. But yes, that's mine.
Okay. Well, listen, I don't know why y'all made the NFC hard. It feels like y'all made it hard for no reason. So let me go ahead and make it easy for everybody. Everybody watching.
Please.
Everybody, pay attention, rewatch games. Shout out to y'all. Let me just make it easy. Clearly, the best is the Lions right now in the NFC. It's not even close. And they are very much on track to host all the playoff games in that building and to make a legitimate Super Bowl run. And if they make the trade that we all think they're going to make tomorrow, I think you can just about book them in that game. So the best is the Lions, especially right now. Anyway, the surprise, I don't know what everybody's talking about. It's the Commanders. It is the Commanders. No one saw this coming. Nobody saw them at 7-2 halfway through the season. I'm sorry. Now, this group of people, this group of prognosticators, told y'all last year that the best quarterback in the draft would be Jaden Daniels. 1, 2, 3, and 4 with Reggie Love. We all agreed that Jaden Daniels far and away the best quarterback in the draft, and we let y'all know that prior to the draft. Now, maybe you didn't believe us, but you believe in us now, aren't you? Okay. Y'all gonna start listening to the five is what I'm saying.
Man.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. Now, and the worst, come on. I mean, listen, I feel you. I feel what you said about the Saints. I feel what both of you said about the Saints. But Cam, please.
Carolina
please.
Cowboys.
Well, for sure we know Carolina is, but we didn't have much hope in Carolina to begin with. So please, Cam, once again, hit the music.
No problem, boss. No problem. You ain't said nothing but a word. Let me see. Let me find that song for you. Let me find that song. Let me look at my thing. Please play Chad.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate you. Listen, and here's the reason why. It ain't even the record. Because if you look at the Giants, because I know some of y'all say, well, no, it's the Giants, or it's the Saints, or it's Carolina. Well, here's the common thread with those three teams. They all look competitive. At least they're going out and they're fighting to get wins. Now, they don't have any of the pieces that they need to get those wins, but at least they're trying to get those wins. Shout out to Carolina for actually getting the win yesterday. But the Cowboys look awful. And I know they got people hurt, and I know Micah Parsons ain't there, and DeMarcus Lawrence ain't there, and blah, 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 blah. But I remember Mike Golick said this on Mike and Mike in the Morning years ago. He said, where's the blood? Where's the fight? If you're not going to show me, if you don't have any blood to show me, cut somebody else and get theirs. Where is the fight? I don't see the fight in this team. And now with Dak going down, and by the way, Dak is down probably for the next 4 weeks. I'm sure, I'm almost 100% sure by tomorrow he will go on the IR, which will mean he'll miss the rest of November.
He was playing like he was on the IR all season. So,
well, I'm just saying.
I think
that was aggressive.
I just think that it's a lot of finger pointing this year. Like there's a lot of finger pointing, offense pointing at the defense pointing at the offense. Yes, Micah Parsons went out. Yes, DeMarcus Lawrence went out, but they was there when the Saints rolled them up. They was there when Detroit rolled them up. So I mean,
which by the way, that Saints loss looks worse every day. Every weekend it looks worse and worse because the Saints are awful.
Strength of schedule.
Right, the Saints are awful. They are awful. And so then you go, how did the Cowboys lose to the Saints? But then you see the Cowboys, you're like, oh, that's how.
This is Jerry Jones not understanding history. You're going to play great in your contract year. And then all of a sudden when you get your money, your level of play goes down. This happened in every sport. It happened in baseball, basketball.
Are you talking about specific people?
Yeah, I'm talking about number 4.
Oh, okay, because Lamar Jackson looks great.
I'm talking about
he got his money.
Well, I mean, you know, it's certain caliber of people. You got to have a certain caliber quarterback to.
Well, to your point, Chad, and I do want to kind of highlight your point a little bit because you make an interesting point. I do think Jerry Jones is enamored with the pretty girl. and he can't tell himself no. He has no ability to restrain himself from things he sees and he thinks that are pretty. And he can talk himself into anything. Like he really believes. I don't think Jerry Jones be lying to Cowboys fans. I just think he's that delusional. I do. I think he's that delusional. Like he really believes when he looks at our. Listen, there's a movie that came out in the mid to late 2000s called Shallow Hal.
Oh
Y'all remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
And Shallow Hal was all about this guy who, the way he saw this girl, he was like, she is gorgeous. She's the most pretty thing that I've ever seen. Now, everybody else is like, fam, she ain't it. But he was like, no, man, every time I see her, I see beauty. Which, by the way, women, you want a man to love you the way that Jerry Jones loves the Dallas Cowboys. Because he don't see none of her flaws.
At all, man.
All he sees is her beauty, her glory, the way she wiggle, the way she cook. I get it. Listen, that's the kind of love every relationship should have. But the reality is, every great relationship grows because you're able to address the challenging parts of the relationship. And that's the part of Jerry Jones that he will not do. He will not address the most challenging parts of the relationship, even when time permits him to address it. All of the things that he could have fixed about this relationship, he could have fixed in June, in July. But no, man, she's too beautiful. Plus, I don't really want to get into the argument with her. And let's just wait. And then instead of fixing the relationship, he just went out and bought her a $4 million diamond or a $60 million contract. That makes no sense.
No sense
They're
at all.
not a good team. And, I got into an argument with a Cowboy fan. It was interesting because he said, well, y'all ain't beat us in 12 times, whatever it was. How many times Dak done beat us? And I said, so basically you telling me that y'all paid $60 million to beat the Giants?
That's what it looked like.
I mean, if you think that's a great investment, first of all, respect. We appreciate the respect. A little pricey to beat one team, but whatever.
I mean, it's the thing that you see the way the quarterback market is going. You should have took care of that deal a long time ago, saved yourself some money.
Yep.
Then you could have got Derrick Henry. You would have no problem getting Derrick Henry and some other pieces to go along with the offensive defense. But now you backed yourself into a corner, waited to the last day of free agency where your money was already spent, and now this is the result. You didn't have a good team.
Here was the thing that I heard today that blew me away. The Cowboys are paying 48% of their money to two people.
Who's the other person? I know Dak and who else?
CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So 51% is going to the rest of the roster. And you still haven't paid Micah Parsons, and you still haven't paid Trayvon Diggs.
You can only tag one of them.
Good luck. That's all I can tell you. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Good luck. So
it's the worst managed team, probably, even though they're worth more. It's probably the worst managed team in the.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that because I just heard another stat today that said the Saints are 89% over the cap for next year already.
Well, they upgraded.
So Saints are like, hold my beer. We'll show you how to run this franchise into the ground.
Yeah, they GM need to get fired too.
Yeah, so that's my worst is the Cowboys. But on the AFC side, I'll go ahead and jump out first. Despite the fact that the Chiefs are 6-0 or 7-0, whatever it is, I got it. But the best team, real talk, is the Ravens. They are the best team because the only team that keeps beating the Ravens is the Ravens. They keep doing dumb stuff in games to beat themselves. And if they'll stop beating themselves, I'm not sure anybody else can. Because it's interesting, they're showing up in big games. They lost the first one on a toe. They lost the second one on the next two on defensive blunders at the end of the game. My God, Kyle Hamilton, the ball was right in your hand last week. It was right there. But man, when you look at the teams that when they're good, they're unstoppable. Nobody looks more unstoppable than the Ravens. Nobody. And I love what the Buffalo Bills are doing. I love that the Kansas City Chiefs are finding ways to win. But when they look unstoppable, they look unstoppable. And I think at some point it's gonna all come together this season, and they're gonna march to the deal. So they're my best. The Steelers are my surprise because when I'm gonna be honest, when they started the season, I was thinking to myself, this ain't gonna work. If you got, it's like fantasy. If you got two quarterbacks, you probably got none. My bad, Mike Tomlin. Respect the game. My bad. Mike Tomlin is the genius that he said that he's always been. We gonna learn to stop questioning that black man. He know what he's doing. 17 years of far above 500 winning seasons. My bad. I apologize. I apologize publicly. So the Steelers are my surprise. And then the worst, I don't care what y'all did last Thursday. The worst team in the AFC is the Jets. Until further notice. They look terrible. They look terrible to me. And what makes it worse is that I've never seen a guy wind himself into so many things and still can't deliver. They got lucky last week. They should have lost that game. So I don't see it getting any better, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I might be on here in a week or two saying, "Oh, my bad, Aaron Rodgers, you still got it." But somehow I doubt it. So that's mine. As we go, Chad, what you got on that one?
I'm still giving it to Kansas City because they're undefeated. I mean, yes, the Ravens are playing great, but the Ravens can be beat and have been beat. So I will give it to Kansas City right now. Till further notice, my worst is Jacksonville from being in the playoffs last year to being terrible. I'm gonna just give it to Jacksonville. I will go with you and say Pittsburgh is a surprise. The two quarterbacks and Justin Fields holding it down until Russell Wilson got there. Definitely surprising. So I'll go with them.
I'm sorry, I missed your best. I apologize. What was your best?
Oh, my best was Kansas City until further.
That's
notice.
fair. That's fair.
So your best and your worst was who?
My best was Kansas City. My worst was Jacksonville.
And your surprise was who?
My surprise was Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
How do we feel about Jacksonville?
I feel like they're terrible now. I thought Brian Thomas
But
was supposed
how
to be.
do we feel about them? Are they terrible or are they playing terrible and don't have any answers? That's the question I have.
Well, they were a playoff
the
team
exact
last
same
year.
team that they didn't win the division last year, did they? Or they did win the division last year. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I mean, that's your division.
Houston
won the division, but Jacksonville made the playoffs. Right?
They made the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. So how did the exact same team get this?
No. I think Jacksonville won. I think Houston. We played Houston in the last game. The winner of our team of Houston and Indianapolis went to the playoffs. Remember the fourth down they had Jonathan Taylor out of the game.
Right.
I think that winner of that game got the wild card. I think Jacksonville won the division.
All I'm saying is they were. This is the exact same team from last year. So what has happened? Like, has Doug Peterson forgotten how to coach, or is this just a string of bad luck, or what? What is going on?
I say it's bad luck because you have the remnants of a good quarterback, and then you have running backs and you have a wide receiver. So I mean,
by the way, when you were talking earlier about quarterbacks that play great in their contract year and then they stink going forward, I thought you was talking about Trevor Lawrence. I didn't know.
I mean, you can add him to the list.
I mean, because
Keep going.
He got his check, and he looks terrible now. He looks like he don't know what he's doing.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, God. That's a whole nother conversation. And to Joshua Alexander's, the Browns ain't worse. They are, but they're not surprisingly worse.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Nobody expected the Browns to be good this year. Kind of like Carolina. Nobody expected them to be bad, to be good. So, to me, worst is I can't believe you're this bad. And the Jets have seemingly everything on paper that they're supposed to have. Same thing with Jacksonville. They made the playoffs last year with this same team.
They won a division.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what has happened. Like, how did it fall apart this fast?
That's crazy.
It is crazy. It is bananas. And this is a Super Bowl winning coach. And by the way, probably going to be fired.
Houston. I'm sorry.
Houston won it? Okay, so it was Houston. But Jacksonville made the playoffs, right? If I'm not mistaken, they won.
They made the playoffs.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I don't understand how they got this bad this fast. It is mind-boggling. But then when you see Trevor Lawrence like he did yesterday, by the way, a winnable game yesterday. Very much a winnable game. And that was a terrible decision he made to try to go for it inside the 20-yard line in the red zone to try to throw that pass when it wasn't necessary. Just inch on down there, run the clock out, win the game, it's over. I don't understand what he's thinking. And he's capable of doing the right thing, unlike some people's quarterbacks.
Yeah. I mean, he maybe wanted to be the hero, so that gets you in trouble all the time.
Bro, y'all got 2 wins.
Like our quarterback.
Well, but see, I disagree with you on that because y'all quarterback has to be a hero. Y'all ain't got nothing.
I mean, we don't have running backs, but we have one good wide receiver.
Bro, y'all are raising Cane's right now. Y'all got a great chicken tender. Like, it's great. It's a great eatable chicken tender, and you got the sauce in that. Like, it's a decent sauce. Not a great sauce, but it's a decent sauce, and it's good enough to go with that chicken tender. I'm not sure it goes with any other chicken tender on the planet, but it definitely goes with that one. But that's the whole menu.
I think Dak needs to stop forcing it to CD. You see his
where else he gonna place it though? Where else he gonna put it?
Look, Cooper Rush came in and threw a touchdown to Tolbert, and he had some other throws that he barely missed that they should have caught. But he placing the ball where it needed to be.
When did he throw those touchdowns, Chad? And what kind of effort?
It don't matter. The win, the losses.
What kind of effort, Chad? I asked the question.
The losses are not indicative of the final score. I understand that.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
It looks way worse. The box score looks better than what we saw on tape. Yes,
I'm just saying.
But I like Cooper Rush as far as him throwing the ball kind of better than Dak.
Okay, all right. Cam, take us home on the AFC.
I'm gonna do Kansas City. Like they find a way to win and they win. They going for a 3-peat this year. The worst team, I got the Browns. The Browns stink. I'm just. I mean, I don't say nothing else. They stink everywhere, every position except for Myles Garrett.
Does Myles Garrett?
He got to stir up an uproar though.
If you're Myles Garrett, do you stir up an uproar tomorrow?
You got to.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Because this ain't gonna get no better no time soon.
Hey, all you gotta do is miss a couple meetings. Just miss a couple meetings.
You gotta go, bro. Like,
I would love to see Myles Garrett in a winning situation.
say what you want to say.
He's so amazing.
I would love to see Myles Garrett in New York.
That's not a winning situation.
Which New York? Our New York? My New York? Because I would love to see that too.
It's not a winning
I
situation.
would love to see that too. Let me just be clear. I would love.
I mean, I think we'd all love to see him on all of our
On our team, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I you know what? Two teams. We'll get to that in a minute. No, do we have that as a question? I don't know if we have that as a question this week. So we got to do it now. I think two teams that are going to for sure make another deal. I think the Ravens are going to do something else. I think the Lions have to do something else. Because I think the Lions, if they don't do something else, I hate to say this, man. I hate to say it. I do. Because I like what the Lions are doing. I think the 49ers can catch him.
Yes.
I think they can catch him.
Yeah.
And I would hate to see that because I like the underdogness of the Lions.
And McCaffrey's coming back. He's practiced. They say he practiced today, so he's coming back. So
that's what I'm saying.
That's going to add
what
another.
I would like to see. I'd like to see the Lions fix the Aiden Hutchinson thing the best way they can with whoever they're able to get.
Just patch it up. Just patch it up.
Just patch it up and get to the finish line.
Yeah.
I think if you can do that, you got a shot. But and who's your worst? Cam, I'm sorry, we cut you off. We got excited.
Oh, you didn't cut me off. We all agree.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Who's your surprise?
Jacksonville is my surprise. That's what they are.
Yeah.
I didn't see this. Yeah.
I didn't either. I mean, I thought they would be in the mix. And here's what I honestly thought. I honestly thought your division would be one of the tougher divisions in the AFC, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm shocked at how it's unfolding. Which brings me to this question for you, Cam, before we move on. I know we've been gone for a while, so y'all just bear with us on this show.
You ain't got to ask
a lot of issues to talk about.
You ain't got to ask the question. He got to go.
He got to go?
I heard teams are calling for trades right now. Let him
go, man. They can't go. He got to go, does he? Go?
No. I mean, I kind of understand it because you got gold on the other side of the rainbow in the draft in the next couple of years.
Okay, but go, y'all. Come on now. He ain't been there, but
right. You're right. Let me slow down. Did I say go?
You said go.
He got to be got. Anthony Richardson suck.
I understand it, man. I understand it.
No, I don't. Wait, hold on.
If he's not throwing the ball 40 yards down the field, if he's throwing a 7-yard out, a 6-yard flag, an in route, it's probably a pick six. He got to go. We don't need another running back.
Is he Jamarcus Russell 2.0?
Hold on, man. You done made my head high. I'm gonna have to go ball for the rest of the show.
No, I ain't see that bad, Chad. But he got to go.
You don't say that bad.
Yeah. Let me tell you the main reason he got to go because we are wasting Pittman's and Jonathan Taylor's best years right now. He got to go.
I ain't gonna argue with that part. Now, that part
he got to go. Then we're gonna wind up losing.
But okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait just a doggone minute. Now, y'all knew who this man was when y'all drafted him. Y'all knew he didn't have no experience in leaving Florida.
I know we should have
moved. Why all of a sudden everybody ready to jump ship?
We should have jumped up.
Because he's tired?
We should have jumped up the first pick.
I mean, they drafted him because he's a freak of nature. And
so could you imagine if we had CJ Stroud with the team that we got, with the defense that we got?
Why ain't y'all jump up and try to get him?
AR-15.
I think it's too early to say let's go.
You can have him.
Hey, just hold on.
Oh man.
You lobbying for him? You can have him. Hold on a second.
You don't want them problems.
Ooh, I need something to drink.
He want a quarterback that can slide.
Yeah.
Well, I got enough. I don't have enough. I had 4 years of quarterback problem. I don't need no more. My next quarterback need to be able to play for real. So I don't need no more problems. But I'm excited about our situation because it feels like, in the words of Boys to Men, we're coming to the end of the road. So I think Daniel is about done. So somebody asked me today, does Daboll need to be fired? Let me address this publicly right now. None of this is Brian Daboll's fault. None of it. I don't think any of this is Brian Daboll's fault. Now, you could argue Joe Shane giving up Saquon wasn't, I mean.
Yeah, that wasn't the best decision.
I mean, financially it was. Financially it was. From a roster building perspective, it looks like madness.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the cover of today's cover, production cover? Financially, it looks like madness. The man jumped backwards over somebody in an
That's
actual
crazy.
NFL game.
That's
It
crazy.
looks like we've lost our minds. That's what it looks like.
It looks like he's found the fountain of youth back.
Wow. I mean, goodness gracious, the man looks incredible. Like you said, Cam, earlier, without question, it's the second, if not the first best back in the NFL right now. And maybe now him and Derrick Henry are, I don't know, but you pick and choose. But you can't go wrong with either one. So it looks like we done lost our minds. But I don't think this is Brian Daboll's fault. I think Brian Daboll is doing the best he can with the limited resource that is Daniel Jones. The man don't have many skills. He don't have many skills. He's very limited in the things that he can do. And somehow Brian Daboll is making them competitive every week. So, I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think he should be fired? You think he should be fired? Why, Cam?
Well, for one, you're playing in America. You're playing in New York. So your leash is real short. Unless your name is Tom Coughlin. Your leash is real short.
Very true.
And you look across the hallway and you see what. Listen, the Jets, do they stink? I think they did. I don't think it's over for the Jets though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This is my opinion. I don't think it's over. I mean, they got two good receivers, they got two good running backs, and they got a quarterback that's been there. Their defense is okay. They just got Hassan Reddick back. I think the Jets is the team that can make that run. In my opinion, I think they're the team that can make that run.
He don't look 40 to you?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
So how they gonna make that run? If he looked 40 and the offensive line don't look
Because
good.
I felt like he looked 40 his last year with Green Bay too.
Okay. I didn't think that.
Yeah, I did. And I think
I wanted him to be 40 with his last year in Green Bay because I'm not a fan.
I get it. But A-Rod is A-Rod. And like I'm telling you, a win here, a win there, and then it's contagious. And like I say, that's a lot of people and a good tight end. Like they got a lot of offensive weapons, dude. They do. And so
they do, but they got a 40-year-old quarterback that can't move.
I understand that.
I mean,
Okay.
I understand that.
I think Daboll shouldn't be fired because, like you said, he's been handicapped at quarterback for a couple of years. So I think if you find somebody suitable for that system that can lead your team, I think you may see some different results. But
I just like to see him 1 year with a quarterback that can do the things that he is being asked to do. Just 1 year. And then if he can't coach that guy, I'll stall him out. I stall John Mara out. Fire him. Let him go. But I ain't seen it. I have not seen. I'm looking at games with Daniel Jones missing wide open receivers, missing the opportunity to even throw to the wide open receivers, holding the ball for way too long.
But that's your boy.
man, you sound like that's Dak. That sound like Dak.
Well, birds of a feather. Listen, the one thing that Dak and Daniel got in common is that they know how to show up when it's time to show up. So, all right, we got to get off this. Speaking of the NFL, let's put it on record. Let's put it on video. We're going to put this on video. Who are your official Super Bowl teams and the Super Bowl winner?
I think that Baltimore, if they keep going the way they're going, they can knock down Kansas City. So I think Baltimore is coming out AFC. And like y'all was saying, if the moves can be made, I think Detroit is coming out of NFC. So I think Detroit and Baltimore.
Okay. Cam, I'm going to save you for last because I feel like you're going to say something controversial. So I'm going to agree with Chad in that I think it's Ravens-Lions if the Lions can make that move for a linebacker to replace Aiden Hutchinson. If they cannot, I think it's Ravens 49ers. Now, watch this, everybody. I feel it. I can feel it. Go ahead.
No, not me. I don't do things
Always you. Always you.
Oh my God. You know who I got in the AFC?
I do.
To beat the champs, you got to beat the champs.
It was giving out Ric Flair vibes before you even started. To beat a man, you got to beat him. By the way, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
And I know it was a Zay Flower fumble that Kansas City got in last year. I get it. I get it.
We ain't got to talk about last year. We talk about this year.
Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
Hey, it was a Isaiah likely throw, and it was a pass interference in the Bengals, and you still got to play Buffalo. To beat a man, you got to beat the man. I ain't even mad at you for your pick.
He finds a way to win. You play to win the game.
You didn't even finish that sentence. He finds a way to win with whatever he has.
I agree.
That's scary. That's scary, bro.
Yes.
But at some point, don't they got to run out, though? At some point, talent got to win, right?
After the 3-peat.
Ooh. The 3-peat.
Extra motivated.
Oh, did I say that? Oh, did I get my thing? I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's good, bro. That's good. Listen, that's a solid argument.
Yeah. And then in the NFC,
okay,
I feel like this particular team is going to bounce back and turn their season around.
Oh, okay.
Make a run. I think they're going to make a run.
And that team is?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Man, get out of here.
You know what?
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Hold on. I'm sure we got a drop for that.
Hey, man. What's in that drink, man? What's in that drink?
I'm sure we got a drop for that. Hold on. I don't know if that's the drop, but that's all I got right now.
He got some in that. He got some in that drink.
I'm sorry. Okay, I think it's gonna be a Super Bowl rematch.
Oh wow. Okay.
I do.
KC 49ers.
No, I think in the NFC Championship game, I think Philly is gonna beat Detroit, and I think it's gonna be Philly and Kansas City again. One of the most watched Super Bowls there was, and Chiefs are gonna 3-peat.
Okay.
And then
you calling for the 3-peat.
And then we can open up next year's show with who's better, Brady or Mahomes.
Yeah, that would be where we would open. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. That would be where we open it.
Yeah, I just said.
You said 3-peat. Chad, who you got as the winner?
I had Ravens.
Ravens. Okay. I actually have two winners. Guys. I have two winners.
What?
Yeah. My first winner is an obvious one. My first winner is Kendrick Lamar because
he called it.
He's gonna cap off one of the most incredible years of pettiness that we've ever seen in the history of music by bringing Lil Wayne on stage in New Orleans to perform.
I agree.
And seal the deal between him and Drake. So that's gonna be the ultimate win.
But
and perform not like us.
He's still not
better than Drake.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
He's gonna do it. Because guess what? Lil Wayne wants to perform in Louisiana far more than he care about his allegiance to Drake.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Still not better than Drake.
I don't think so.
They're not like us.
I'm just saying. Chad. So you Drake fans might as well get ready for it. So
Lil Wayne just had his Super Bowl a couple days ago for Louisiana Fest.
It's gonna happen. Because if I'm Kendrick, I know that's the checkmate. Gotta happen. So anyway, that's my other.
Kendrick can't bring Drake out on stage.
What?
I mean, that could be.
No, he ain't doing that. He definitely ain't doing that.
Cause he can't play his song at that point. He can't do his song.
I would play. Now the ultimate chess move is to bring Drake out and play the song while he's on stage.
Somebody gonna get shot.
Wow, that would be crazy. Okay, but my Super Bowl pick is I think this is the Ravens' time. I think they've solved the one problem that they've had, and that's closing. And I think in a critical moment, they're gonna hand the ball in the fourth quarter to Derrick Henry, and that should be enough.
Just don't be Pete Carroll. That's all.
Right? Don't get fancy at the end. Just keep
That's
doing
tough.
what you've been doing to get there, and you should win the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's 2 legs you should be able to trust in the clutch, or 4 legs you should be able to trust in the clutch. Derrick's and Lamar. So there you go. Now,
I don't
question
think
is-
he's going the clutch.
I said it should be.
He ain't did nothing in the clutch.
I said it should be going forward. It should be. It should be. I don't know. We'll see. All right. That's y'all. That was question 1 or question 2.
Yeah.
Now we're
Yeah.
at question 3.
Been gone for a minute.
We've been gone for a minute. Y'all got to bear with me. Got a lot to talk about.
Got a lot to say.
Got a lot to. Don't expect 2-hour shows every week. This is what we're doing tonight. Okay. Question 3. College football rankings is come out on Tuesday. The first one. Who you got? Who are your top 4 now? I want to add this caveat. Your top 4 don't have to be aligned with the leadership of their conference. We're talking about the best 4 teams playing right now. Who are your top 4? And then what teams would you like to see in the rankings? Would you like me to go first to set the stage? I can do that.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. My top 4 are very simple, although I'm not confident in a couple of these.
Are you going in specific order? Or you just
I'm
picking?
going to go. I don't know. That's a good question. I
Yeah.
got them listed as 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'll just go in order. I don't know if they really are 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't even know how confident I am in all 4. I just know that they're playing the best of the 4 teams right now.
Gotcha.
Okay. My number 1 is Oregon. My number 2 is Miami. And not that I love Miami. I just think Cam Ward is playing some high-level football. And he seems to refuse to lose. So there you go. My number 3 and 4 are shockers. My number 3 is SMU. Kevin Jennings is balling. And if you don't know that name, you better get to know that name because next year he'll be a Heisman candidate.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mhm.
That boy is balling.
And they should have beat BYU.
And it should have been BYU.
Yeah.
He's balling. And then my last one is a question mark asterisk.
Indiana.
But they are balling. They beat every team that's been placed in front of them.
Indiana.
I don't know if they're good, but they beat they are 7-0, and they've beaten every team that's in front of them. That's the Indiana Hoosiers. I don't know if they're good. We'll find out a little more this weekend when they play Michigan. But as it stands right now,
They'll beat Michigan.
on paper, the best 2 teams in the Big Ten are Ohio State and Indiana. We'll see. So those are my 4. Who I'd like to see come in and muck up the waters, I think it's quite obvious.
Colorado.
Because let me just tell you, show got quiet these hating Colorado streets. Like at first it was real loud and Deion, he's a fraud. It's got real quiet. It's gotten real quiet all of a sudden. And by the way, Colorado just had the best weekend of the season and didn't even play last weekend because Iowa State lost and Kansas State lost. And now Colorado is tied for second with a chance to go to the Big 12 championship. I'm just saying, let's muck up all the waters. Let's see what happens. So obviously, plus it's a TV show, people. Let's not forget it's a TV show.
It was a TV show, is what you're saying.
It is a TV show.
Always been, yeah.
Colorado sneak in there. It's a TV show. Deion get a couple of wins in there, and then Dallas fire their coach, and he the head coach for the Cowboys. So you
I'm
said
just saying, who don't love a good? Hey,
I ain't mad at it.
yeah, who don't love a good TV show? Is all I'm saying.
I ain't mad at it.
Who don't love a good? Who don't love a good, solidly crafted reality show? I'm just saying.
Hey,
And then I would love to see Army muck up the waters. I don't think they can, but they undefeated. They 8-0. Why not?
who is?
Army is
I thought they
8-0.
lost.
nah.
No,
they-
that was
they-
Navy that lost.
Oh, well, Army's next then.
Army's probably next. They're probably next. And then Boise State, just because I want to see if Giante is for real or not. But he's gonna be sitting in New York at the end of the season. You can believe that. 20 touchdowns. What?
That's who we need.
He ain't gonna win the Heisman, but yeah, he'll be sitting in New York.
He will not win the Heisman. He will not win the Heisman.
That's who the
Because
Cowboys
They
need.
gonna say he didn't play nobody.
Strength of schedule.
Yeah, he didn't play nobody. But no, that's not,
Unless he had 29 touchdowns.
which is very possible because he probably will finish the season with 30. But he gonna have. But I think he's got to finish with 30 and have a game where he rushes for 200 for people to say, okay, how do we deny this kid?
The kid is coming home. He's from Frisco, Lone Star down the street.
Is he the answer though?
Yeah. He one of them. One
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
One of them.
All right. Who's next? Who's going next?
I go. I make mine quick and simple. I'm going Oregon. One. Oregon got. You know what? I'm gonna swap that. Let me stop. I got Oregon number 2. I'm gonna go Oregon 2. I'm gonna go Georgia at 3. I'm gonna go Miami at 4.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with Chip Kelly's offense at number 1.
LSU?
Ohio State.
You believe?
Yeah.
Wow.
They got too much all over the field. It's too much. Yeah.
A lot going on in LSU, brother.
Who?
It's a lot going on in LSU. I ain't gonna hold you. They look good. They look decent. They look decent. But I don't trust Chip to win the big one.
Whoa. I'm not talking about LSU. I said Chip Kelly.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I'm Ohio State. I'm sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
Kelly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And they got the best. Listen, this receiver make you say Marvin Harrison who? Stop me if I'm lying.
No, I can't stop you.
And Marvin Harrison was great. Marvin Harrison Jr. was
Marvin
great.
Harrison, listen, everybody knows my love for Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get an argument from me. I don't trust Georgia. No, more specifically, I don't trust Carson Beck. You know what? Can I share my deepest fear for y'all right now?
Who is y'all?
Yeah, I know what it is.
With you and Chad.
I know what it is.
Is this a safe space?
I know what it is already.
Face.
If this is a safe space, I'll share it.
I know what it is.
Because Joe Shane has gone to several Georgia games.
Yep.
And boy, that scares the out of me.
The shiny new toy.
He ain't the answer. He ain't the answer.
Okay, I can go with that. I just think they defense and everything else they do.
The answer is in Colorado or Miami.
Oh my God.
For us. It ain't in Georgia. It ain't in Athens.
Ohio State gonna win the championship.
They gonna win it?
They're gonna win the whole thing. I'm telling you, Chip Kelly has put together this offense over there where he's putting in Booker, putting this other guy, putting Henderson. Like they all over the place. The Titans, like everybody, like you don't know where these points gonna even come from. And their defense is getting better.
You
Like,
trust that quarterback like that?
I like Will Howard. I do, yes.
Is it the same cat that couldn't go down in that Oregon game? Like he didn't know
That's cool.
situationally he was really bad.
That's cool. And if that wound up being their only loss, ain't nobody gonna care about that. Now we know who the quarterback at Oregon is because he was a boomer sooner last year, and he's over there making it happen. But it's not the best out there. I've seen better. Let me just say that.
Right.
I mean, Shador is better than him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
he got a lot of weapons.
He got a lot of weapons.
Got a lot of weapons. So
that'll make up for a lot.
He got knocked down. He got knocked to 5 for me because I don't know if I trust him. Now having said that, they may end up playing Oregon in the Big 10 championship game and he can get all his get back. So we'll see. We will definitely see. All right, Chad, what you got?
I'm going Oregon.
Michigan.
I'm going Miami. I'm going Georgia.
Okay.
And I'm going Texas.
Wow.
Still believe in Texas.
Wow. Must be a living thing or something. Oh.
No, I just, they have weathered the storm, and I think
Have they?
yeah, yeah. They
So they're not playing nobody else?
they 7-1.
Okay.
They are.
And no, the quarterbacks. You got a good quarterback, and you got an even better backup.
No, but okay.
you got receivers, you got running backs. I think
Is the quarterback better than the backup?
No, he's not better than Quinn Ewers. No.
Okay.
he will be.
The world wanted him to be because of his name. The world wanted him to be, but he's not.
But I think I'm not saying they're gonna win. I'm just saying they gonna be in the conversation.
I respect that. They are.
Florida, Arkansas, UK, Texas A&M. Those are their final 4 games.
Say that again.
Florida, Arkansas, UK, and Texas A&M are their final 4 games.
All winnable games.
All winnable games for sure, but 4 teams, 2 of those teams are desperate. That's Florida and Arkansas. Well, really 3.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw UK in there. And then Texas A&M is playing better.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, all winnable games. That Texas A&M, that Texas A&M is gonna be something. And to your point, what you said about SMU, I told you about SMU back when I was in Believe in the AAC. I said, watch out for SMU, and the boys playing, man. So
yeah.
I saw it last show that I went to the game at OU. How we struggled with them.
And I think everybody thought it was a fluke last year.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're seeing that team is really good. They are really good. And boy, let me just listen. All of us being Dallasites can say this to those of you who don't live in the city of that or the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So you don't know this about SMU. They got money. NIL is not a problem.
Hey, my brother went to SMU, so I done been around the campus a lot. So
SMU is the original NIL.
they got
money. They're not gonna have no problem getting whoever they want to get.
Hey, when you got NFL players practicing in their indoor practice facility, you got money.
Shout out to the father to be, Wesley Smith.
What up, Big West?
Good to see you, Big West.
Get your sleep.
You should call your pop sometime. It's just trifling that you don't call more, but whatever. That goes both ways, Wes. I'm just messing with you. That goes both ways. Okay. We got a relationship like that. That's my guy. Okay. Question 4. Question 4, people. The NBA is back as well. It's early. It's early right now. Ain't nothing to get like overwhelmed at. It's early. But even early, we can start making predictions. Right now, Golden State's beating Washington. Lakers are down by 10 against Detroit. I don't understand that, but whatever. Boston finally pulled away from Atlanta. Brooklyn is giving it to Memphis at halftime by 1. It's interesting right now. But if you were to start saying contenders and pretenders, who would you go with? Cam, we're going to start with you this time.
Lakers.
Contenders or pretenders?
Contenders.
Okay.
Cavs.
Hold on, Lakers. Okay, let's stay there for just a second. Because I told you we had a private conversation, but I'm gonna make it public now. Because I told you I would do this, and I owe this to the people, and I owe this to this particular gentleman now. JJ Redick, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I did not know. I apologize. Now I may take this back later, but for right now, for what I've seen already, my bad. You the man. Okay. That had to be done.
Yeah.
Because the brother is coaching his behind off.
I respect it.
I'm just saying, Chad. And it's not that I doubted that he could do it. I just said it didn't matter. That was my words. It didn't matter. And I'm wrong. It matters. They look completely different. Now, I'm saying that with them down by 10 to Detroit right now. So let's see how this game ends. But so far, so good. Okay, Lakers. Who else you going with? Can we all eliminate the obvious right now as the Lakers and Celtics? Can we just go and put them to the side? Lakers, Celtics, Thunder. We all three of us got that on our list. We know that, right?
Yeah.
You muted, Cam. You muted. Okay. We can put those three to the side, right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Yeah, we can put that aside and I just give you my other three then.
Okay.
Warriors.
We all know that.
Warriors.
Yes.
Knicks. And the Cavs. Warriors, Knicks, and Cavs.
You believe in the trade?
I do. I think they're going to jail a little bit, but I believe in it, yes.
By the way, Cam and I have been calling for that trade for the entirety of the 5.
Yeah.
About doggone time, 5. I mean, Nick, we've been saying that forever. All right, go on.
And that was before Brunson got there.
By the way, in the words of my brother Cam, it's cool y'all do it.
Yeah. Cool, y'all do.
Go ahead.
And then my pretenders, I got my 3. I got 3 in there. Pacers.
Who's that?
The Pacers.
Yeah.
The Bucks.
Yeah.
And the Nuggets.
Ooh.
I said that because any team that got Russell Westbrook on it, you got to be defended.
We need to pause for a second.
Yeah, we had a conversation about that.
Who did?
Me and Laura had a conversation about that.
There is a movie that I liked a lot called The Cooler. And have you ever seen The Cooler? The Cooler is about the concept of The Cooler is when you're in a casino and a guy is hot getting craps or poker or whatever it is. This guy has a negative mojo, and all you gotta do is sit him next to the guy that's hot, and he'll cool them off, and he'll start losing. That's Russell Westbrook.
That's a good analogy right there, because wherever he goes, it don't work.
I am convinced Russell Westbrook, and I hate to say this about a future Hall of Famer. I am convinced that Russell Westbrook does not know how to fit into a team. He does not know how to do that. If it's not his team, he don't know how to just fit in. Now you're gonna say, "No, man, he doesn't work. He does this." That's not why you bring Russell Westbrook in. You're bringing him now at this stage of his career to come off the bench and play solid basketball within the structure and to run the second unit. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do that with the Lakers. You don't have to do that with the Clippers. And he is awful with the Nuggets. I don't think he makes it off personally. So that's a solid list. That's a solid list, sir. Solid list. What about you, Chad? What you go with? You muted. For some reason, you muted, Chad. I don't know why.
That's because we started talking about the Warriors.
He got excited.
They done won a couple of games.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we got you.
Okay, so I said go to state.
See?
Go to state. Lakers OKC. And then
who did you say?
Lakers.
I'm just saying slow. We ain't got to worry about the Lake Show.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
With the Barnes OKC. Lakers OKC. No, the Lakers.
Y'all there right now. But I'm waiting on the Mavs. It's still early. And Clay's playing, a little bit better. He's playing a little bit better. He's getting these open shots, and the thing about the Mavs, their defense, they're playing good defense, so that's what's helping them out. But I think offensively, I want to see them have a big game, get some things going on. But those are my contenders at this point.
I ain't got no problem with that list. That's a solid list. I don't really have any surprises on the contenders. I think you guys have said all of them: Thunder, Cleveland, Celtics, Golden State, Lakers. My pretenders is the Shockers. I think the Bucks for sure pretenders right now.
Yep, got that.
I don't know what the Bucks are doing. I if Doc makes it 2 more weeks, I'll be stunned.
But that's on the organization. You fire Agent Griffin, who had an actual better record than Doc has right now, and then you got Doc in, and then you're gonna fire him. Like that's something going on with the organization at this point.
I agree. I don't know why they are this bad, but they are this bad. And it doesn't look like there's end in sight. And they look like Giannis is going to leave out the door at some point, which, by the way, you can't let him do. If he wants to go, you got to figure out how to get something for him because you can't let him leave for nothing. But, man, they look terrible right now.
We got to trade for him.
Well, everybody got to trade for him.
Not everybody. We got a good trade for him.
Listen, everybody got to trade for him if you want to be there. It depends on where he wants to go. So, my next three might be, but I'm not wrong. The Heat, it's time to break that man up. And I know everybody gonna say, "Well, you just gotta wait till they get to the playoffs." They may not make the playoffs. They might not make the playoffs. Let's be clear. So the Heat. I don't like the DeMar DeRozan trade as much as I thought I would. I don't like it as much as I thought I would. Like, it was good at first, and then I'm like, nah, this ain't working. And maybe it'll get better as the season goes on, but for right now, it looks bad.
Yep.
And then, let's be honest. I know y'all don't want to hear me say this, but let's be honest with ourselves. Don't lie to yourself, gentlemen. New Orleans looks bad, man. Bad. Now maybe it'll look better when DeJounte Murray gets back. But right now, today, on November 4th, 2024.
You gotta give him an asterisk, man. You gotta give him an asterisk.
Do I?
Yeah, because
Do I though?
DeJounte is gone. He hasn't, the team may look different with him.
That's a playoff team, bro. That's a playoff team from last year.
But they didn't go nowhere, though.
They're not ever going to go nowhere.
We don't know because DeJounte hurt. We don't know. That's 25 points a game.
Okay. I know y'all believe me. I don't believe.
Oh, I don't
See, you don't even believe yourself and you're defending him.
I'm just saying, give him a chance. DeJounte is hurt, man. That's 25 plus points a game. And they still got McCollum and they still got Big Mac over there.
And they losing. Bro, they came to y'all building with no Steph, no Andrew Wiggins, and what was the other kid that's out?
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
And lost twice, back-to-back, on back-to-back nights.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. They look terrible. They're not good right now. And even with DeJounte being out, they should be playing better than this. Am I wrong, Cam? Am I wrong?
No.
I'm just saying. Yeah. So anyway, that's my group right there. I just don't believe. But we'll see. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what our little brother just said. Give him time. Give DeJounte time to come back, and maybe they'll be better when he comes back. I'm gonna stall him out. Just because you asked. That's my gift to you, Chad. I'm gonna stall him out.
Hey man, I'm just
But in
saying.
December, if they're still here in December,
You got it. You got it.
I'm just throwing that out there to you.
You got it.
Okay. All right, let's get some people from the awards, man. These are our official NBA predictions for the year. That's not an award. Most overrated. Rookie of the year. Who you going with?
I'm gonna go with the person that should have a lot of opportunities because point guard is back playing. Edey. I'm going with Zach Edey.
Zach Edey. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I like it. Believe it or not, I'm going along the same philosophy. It's not that I think, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really love any of them, other than these rookies.
Exactly.
Like, I don't see anybody doing anything like going. So then it's gonna come down to, like I think you said, Chad, opportunity. And I think it may fall into Dalton Connect's hands simply because he's needed. So I got either him or Zach Edey winning it.
How long till he starts?
Might not be long because I get the feeling that they are not happy with what D'Lo is doing, and all they're waiting for is a suitable trade partner. And that can come any day now. So I'd like to see them leave November with a trade. That's what I would like to see. I think Dalton Connect just needs reps.
Fact.
And he'll be fine. But coming off the bench, I don't think that's the play. So, who you going with, Cam, for rookie?
Same line. I think Edey. Process of elimination because nobody's just outstanding.
Right.
There's nobody just taking the helm, but I can definitely see Connect getting in there. And I can see it with the starting lineup. I can see him averaging 14 points a game. Easy.
How do we feel about Memphis as a whole so far?
It's too early for me.
Too early? Okay.
It's too early for me.
Let me say this also. I'm so ready for the Desmond Baines. I mean, not Desmond Baines. I'm sorry. What's my guy? What's the guy in the Rockets? He used to play for Memphis.
Dillon Brooks.
I'm so ready for the Dillon Brookses and the Grant Williams of the world to be gone.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for that experiment to be over. I'm so sick of tough fake guys. I'm so sick of it. And I don't know how I really want it to be dealt with. The 80s in me wants somebody to punch them in their throat. The 80s in me, the 70s and 80s in me want somebody to just simply punch them in their throat and end it that way. The 2000s and 2010s and 20s in me want somebody to just cut them from the team. But I'm just ready for that to be over with. I'm so tired of them because they offer nothing to your team but fake toughness.
Yeah.
And he's not making Charlotte better. He's not making the Rockets better. So can we just move on?
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, the teams and the organization value them some way, so they'll have a job and until somebody doesn't value them. So
I need this to be over with. I'm ready for this to all come to us. You know how a sermon's going on for too long, and you're just like, let's bring this to a close. I need to bring them this Dillon Brooks, Grant Williams sermon to a close.
But like you said, somebody just need to hit him in the mouth. That's it.
That'd be nice. I'm okay with that. I know we're not supposed to say that on these podcasts, and I apologize to YouTube. Please don't snatch our channel down. But it's just frustrating.
There's no Charles Oakley's, Anthony Masons out there right now.
They're not. There's not real ones anyway. But we need them. Bring back the tough guys, the real tough guys of the NBA. Okay, I'll kick off most improved. I think it's already been decided. It's Paolo Banchero. And All he got to do is just come back healthy and keep doing what he's doing.
Mhm.
And I think he's a runaway winner for most improved.
Yo.
He looks amazing.
I'll stand with that. I'll stand with that.
Okay, Cam, what you doing?
I'm gonna go with this guy at OKC.
Which one?
Chet Holmgren.
I can't argue with that. He looks amazing too. If he can give them another 10 to 15 points, ooh. They handled the Nuggets in that, was the second game of the season? Or was that opening night? I can't remember. That was opening night, wasn't it?
I think so.
It was either opening night or the second game of the season, but they handled them. Like, handled them.
No, we took care of business on opening night. It wasn't.
We absolutely took care of business. Let's not even get it twisted. All right. Sixth man of the year. I'm going to stick with the OKC and say it's Alex Caruso.
If this person stays on the bench, I don't know. He might start at some point. But
I'm going with Chad on this. He's talking about Buddy Hield.
Yeah, Buddy
Yeah,
Hield.
I'm going with Chad with that one.
Man's a flamethrower.
Y'all both going with Dalton?
No, Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield.
Oh, he ain't going to stay on the bench.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That's
don't
what,
know.
He
They
gonna,
have to if they win it.
they're going to ruin sixth man of the year for him because he's going to absolutely be off the bench eventually.
Not if they winning. You don't change. Curry's not gonna make a change if they winning.
Well, they winning and they playing well. So I don't know. You might be right.
so
Well, listen, if he stays on the bench, he's got it locked up.
yeah.
It's either him or Alex Caruso because both those teams are playing high-level basketball right now.
Well,
So
here's
we'll-
the problem with Alex Caruso. He's gonna miss 16, 17 games a year.
He typically does. That is
You know,
true.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. You know,
That's true. No, I can't argue with that. Who you going with defensive player of the year?
Is
There really should be only one
is
name.
that a question? That's the question.
Well, there's two names. Two names.
It ain't Rudy Gobert. I know that.
It is not Rudy Gobert.
I want to hear you say it, Chad.
First
I
of
wanna
all,
hear
let
you say it.
me look directly in the camera when I say this. I need the NBA to stop that shit. Stop giving that man the award that he so richly does not deserve. Stop that. You make yourself look bad. Okay.
I want to hear Chad say who defense player of the year. Gonna be.
Name with two names on the list.
I got Victor Wembanyama.
That's one. What's the other one?
Here,
Should be
Anthony Davis.
It should be obvious.
Anthony Davis.
Should be obvious. Should be obvious. I'm talking about right, but there's a reason why he may not win it, and that's where we get to. We'll get to that in a minute. There is a strong reason why he may not win it.
Because he may win the MVP.
That's all I'm saying. So we'll get to that. I said get to it in a minute.
My bad.
You're not do a teaser. Okay.
I mean, they gave both of them to Giannis. They gave them both to Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
They could that could work out that way. You are 100% correct. Okay. So now we all in agreement on the defensive player of the year, correct?
Yes.
Okay, we move on. So that brings us to MVP. You know, I could have changed the banner. I got all the banners: most improved, six-man, defensive.
I got two candidates.
Okay. For MVP. Okay.
Yes, I got Shea and I got Luca.
Ah, okay. You went a different route. Okay.
He
Shea and
didn't
Luca.
even say AD name. That is crazy.
You're not gonna even say his name. Cold game out here, brother. Cold game out here.
I mean, I was leaving that up to y'all, man.
Well, wait no longer, brother. Go ahead, Kev. I'll let you say it first.
AD. Do you hear me? AD. Come on, league. Stop doing him like this. Whew. Anyway, either AD. I got AD or Luca.
I'm gonna give you Shea because Shea is the best player on the best team right now.
Mm.
Right now. Now, here's what's interesting.
His numbers going down though, but they're gonna be better.
Here's what's interesting. None of us said Jason or Jalen, and I think the reason why we're not saying it is because I think every year going forward, they're going to cancel each other out.
Hmm.
I don't think there's a path for either of them to win it because you're never going to be able to tell who really is the better player on that team. As long as they're together, they're going to cancel each other out.
Facts.
And I hate to say that. That sucks. Because Celtics are playing some good basketball. But they can't. I don't know why. Because some nights they're playing it because of Jason. And some nights they're playing it because of Jalen. And every night they're playing it because of Jrue.
It's a good problem to have, man.
Great problem. It's a fantastic problem to have.
Yeah. So,
By the way, sneaky 6 Man of the Year candidate Sam Hauser. He might be able to pull that off. Maybe.
that is sneaky.
Maybe.
That's
Sneaky, you know.
very
He's
sneaky.
playing good ball. But yeah, my MVP is Anthony Davis right now. I don't know anybody
Right now, yeah.
holistically playing better than him
100%.
and single-handedly carrying his team right now. Like,
Mhm.
he is balling out of control. Not tonight, notwithstanding. I don't know what's going on tonight, why they're struggling with Detroit. But right now he got 29. He almost got triple-double.
29, 4, 9.
Sheesh.
Well, he got double-double. I mean, he's got 29 and 9, and he's probably going to end with at least. But it's a lot of time left on the clock, so we'll see.
Well, you're playing down to your competition, man. So
Sometimes you play down to your competition. Sometimes you do that. It's frustrating to the fans, but it happens. But I think Shea is on his heels. I do think Shea is on his heels. I do. I forgot a pretender, and I apologize. Because I went with New Orleans over them, and I wasn't going to mention them, but I'm going to mention them now. I don't buy the Suns. Everybody's saying the Suns look better. They look better. To me, they look the same.
even with a new coach and everything.
They look exactly the same.
You
They
talking about
look like
pretender?
pretender, yeah.
Yeah,
They look like they have-
I didn't say that either, but I got Pelicans and Timberwolves on there. I do.
You got Pelicans and Timberwolves in the pretender?
No, not a pretender. Not a contender, a pretender.
Yes, I'm saying you got them as pretenders. Wow.
Yeah,
We didn't talk about that. We need to actually deal with these three things that we're talking
Well, I
about.
need to see this trade pan out for the Timberwolves.
I agree. I agree. So I can roll with that for now. And then
the Pelicans, they can't. It has nothing to do with the players. They just can't stay healthy. Like, man. I mean, on paper, Murray, Zion, Ingram, McCullough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what everybody in the room or in the restaurant in New Orleans is saying. Zion and Ingram cannot play together. They just can't. They just can't. It's not a knock on either of their skill sets or their abilities. There has to be a guy that we follow. And Ingram's style does not complement Zion's style.
Facts.
And it just they gotta make a trade. I don't know who I would trade, if I'm being completely honest. Because I haven't seen, like you said, Chad, with DeJounte Murray out there with them yet. So I don't know which style is better.
Mhm.
If I had to guess, I think DeJounte fits better with Ingram than he does Zion. But I don't know.
You can always come home.
Man, I think you just need to keep Ingram because you don't know how long you're gonna have Zion. You know he could be hurt next week.
See, that's the problem with going with Zion. That's the problem.
Yeah.
The brother already missed the game. I think he missed 2, hadn't he?
I don't
Just
know.
saying, you can't. I don't know. Sometimes when a guy shows you who he is, you gotta believe him.
No,
And I think Zion done told you who he is. Gentlemen, who's going to the finals? And who's your champs?
Me and Chad may agree this time. I don't know. I feel like we might agree.
I think it's gonna be a run back.
I'm agreeing with him.
It's gonna be a run back.
A complete run back?
It's a complete run back.
Celtics, Dallas? Okay.
Then you see what if the trade made sense in that. I mean, because they said they needed perimeter shooting, all this kind of stuff. So is that correct or not? So we'll see.
All right.
I had a
Okay.
feeling he was going to say that.
Y'all on the same page?
Yeah, it was between that or Boston and OKC. But I it's on my paper: Boston versus Dallas.
I can see OKC though too.
It's just something about OKC ain't been there before. So you get deep in the playoffs and you ain't been there before, it can show.
Yeah.
Dallas with Kyrie and Luka and Clay, that's a lot of championship experience, playoff experience, man.
Mm-hmm.
And last year left a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody is at this early stage. I don't think anybody has proved to me that the Celtics they can beat the Celtics in a 7-game series. So I think we are all in agreement with the Celtics.
I think they can beat the Celtics. I just don't think they can beat them in a 7-game series.
No, that's what. I ain't got to my West Conference yet.
No, I'm just saying in general. I think
But I got right.
Can beat them. I think the Knicks can beat them, but not in a 7-game.
Not in a 7-game series, right? Same here. Maybe Philly can beat them. I don't know. I just don't think they can beat them in a 7-game series. So we'll see. So Celtics, I got them in. But here's what's interesting to me. LeBron is playing, we know, for something greater. For something way greater at this point in his career. He's praying for legacy.
Mm-hmm.
There would be no greater flex than in what could possibly be your final year. And you take your team to the finals with your son on the team.
That would be the ultimate flex.
That is the flex that Jordan could never do. First of all, he's already listen, we don't have to compare anybody if we're being honest. I'm not a real comparison dude. Like, I don't really care about the Jordan LeBron conversation. They're both great. And y'all gonna stop leaving Kobe out that conversation, you Philistines. Because Kobe should definitely be in that conversation. But if you want to just go ahead and, first of all, LeBron is already distanced him. I ain't gonna say distance, because him and Curry are kind of right there together. But the ultimate flex to kind of solidify that I'm the greatest of this generation is to take your son to the finals in year one of his career. I don't know if there's a greater flex. That's a historical flex. That is a historical flex. Now, can they beat the Celtics in a 7-game series? I don't know about that, but I'd like to believe that they can, but I don't know. So I'm gonna, on faith, say Celtics Lakers because I feel like LeBron is that's with the heart. My head is saying Celtics Thunder, but my heart is saying Celtics Lakers. So there you go.
Gotta tie that 18 back up.
That's the other thing too. The desire to tie that 18 back up is gonna be strong. All right, because they owe us a parade. So there you go. All right, we're bringing back the 5 games of the week, and these are simple people. We just pick 5 games, and we give them to Chad. And Chad, this time I needed you to keep record of us each week. Who's killing it and who ain't?
Gotcha.
We're gonna report the record every week to y'all. We didn't do that last year.
Gotcha.
And we didn't want to. We were just kind of doing it for fun. But now it's going to get serious. Because we need to pick a winner at the end of the year. So there you go. All right, 5 games of the week. Here are the 5 we're picking from. Georgia, Ole Miss. Georgia going to Ole Miss.
Georgia for me.
Okay. I'm going with the upset.
Okay.
I'm going Ole Miss. I'm going with the upset.
Offense. That offense, too much, too good.
That place is going to be insane this weekend. And I think that's going to mess with Carson Beck. So.
Cam, you got Ole Miss too?
Yeah.
All right. Michigan, Indiana. Is
See?
Indiana for real?
Why did you do this?
Because it's an interesting game. This is the toughest opponent Michigan or Indiana's had.
Man, get it. Come on, man. We don't have a quarterback. We have a quarterback issue.
He said, "Why'd you do this?"
What does that matter? Does that
Yeah,
matters a lot.
It
this
matters.
is the toughest game by far Indiana's had. By far.
Man, come on.
So who you going with?
Michigan.
See, that's why I did it.
I mean, I can have one loss on my record. It's still early.
Oh wow, man!
Wow.
That's crazy.
No faith whatsoever.
Don't have a quarterback.
I think I'm going Indiana.
I know I'm going to Indiana.
Yeah, I'm going Indiana. Here's a tough one. Alabama, LSU. Yeah.
So made you think a little bit.
Give me Bama.
Going into the what's it
Death,
called?
Death,
Valley?
Death Valley.
I don't even see too many people die there. A lot of people been living.
Roll Tide on mine.
Roll Tide as well. Wow. Huh. Give me LSU.
Okay.
At some point, doesn't Brian Kelly have to win the big one at some point? God dog, Brian Kelly. At some point, don't you have to prove to yourself that you can win the big one? Give me Brian Kelly. Finally getting it done. All right. Going to the NFL. Bengals, Ravens, Thursday night. Short week. Did the Bengals turn it around? Are they ready now?
Give me the Ravens.
At home.
Ravens. Can they stop Derrick Henry?
What you doing, Cam? What you doing?
I don't want to be biased. Give me the Ravens.
You can be biased. You can be as biased as you want. I'm going trifecta. I'm going Ravens. Final game of the weekend. Steelers, Commanders.
Whew.
This is interesting. This is interesting. Let me be also again the first to say again, my bad. Listen, Mike Thomas, my bad. I'm gonna stop doubting the greats. That's my fault. Having said that, give me the Commanders.
This one easy for me.
Now, if the Steelers get another receiver, I might change my mind.
I'm going with the Commanders right now.
Yeah, it's Commanders right now.
Yeah, Commanders right now. Cam?
I would say the league messed up and let this man get a quarterback. He ain't had a quarterback since Big Ben. I'm going Steelers.
Going Steelers. Listen, I just apologized to him, and he may embarrass me once again. Listen, I really thought that wasn't going to work, man. But he got Russell looking like Seattle Super Bowl Russell.
Yeah.
Loading them basketball. I call them basketballs. Them little lobs you be throwing up into the bread basket of the receiver.
Yep.
Hey, man. When your wife co-signs where you go, you can play free.
By the way, shout out to Sierra who had him G'd up at the last game. My God, the man walked in looking like Neo from the Matrix. I gotta give it up. Okay. All right. That's it, gentlemen. A fun time was had by all again. My first collective shout out of the 5 goes to, of course, you, Chad, for fighting through rough times and making it back. And shout out to the lovely Mrs. Major for getting you back to good health. And shout out to the little man for being also your rock as you fought back to good health. So good to have you back 100% ready to go back in the game, brother.
Likewise, thank you. And yes, shout out to my wife. Shout out to my son Mason. They definitely held me down. The rest of the family, also held me down. It was a tough time, rough, very rough. I didn't even my wife said I didn't even know who she was the first 24 hours. So that's crazy. So shout out to the doctors and nurses, everybody. Just everybody praying for me. And I'm back, baby. Back. So
Back, baby.
and I got a special shout out to Bronny James. Shout out to Bronny James, man. Everybody's talking about you, man. Everybody's saying you shouldn't be in the league. And you scored 2 points your first game, and you scored
like a fifth game, but
fifth. Well, okay, fifth game. Okay,
yeah. But he got him though.
Fifth game, and the first pick in the league scored 2 points as well. So I'm saying you're on par, brother.
Right,
you're on par.
Right. You played as well as the number one pick in the draft right now.
So don't let anybody say that you can't do nothing, brother.
Exactly.
I'm not going for that foolishness.
Is it not true?
It's a feel-good story is what it is.
But is it not true, though?
It's true.
He is playing as well as the first pick who, by the way, gets far more minutes.
He should. He's better. By far.
It is
by far, yeah.
Because right now he ain't got but 2 points.
Listen, we can agree to disagree. I ain't gonna take part of this feel-good story. This boy is trash.
Wow.
But he's on the same wavelength as the number one pick. So,
okay. You know what you want. Make an excuse for him. He trash. I don't care who you compare him to.
I refuse to call him trash.
I don't care who you compare him to.
I think you are 1,000% incorrect on that.
Yeah. Okay. He may have 10, 15 points on the year.
That's fine.
Again, I think you are 1,000% incorrect.
Call it what you want is your opinion. He trash.
It is my opinion.
That's my opinion. He shouldn't even been drafted. That's my opinion.
He should have absolutely been drafted.
Yeah, okay. Not for basketball reasons.
Yes, for basketball reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe he can go play receiver for the Giants.
He can do that too. We'd love to have him. He can't play no worse than what we already got.
Don't do that. Malik Neighbors is great. Don't do that.
Malik Neighbors is great.
Okay, well, don't do that.
Malik Neighbors is great.
And shout out to you. Shout out to my brothers, man. I miss this, man. I miss this. Shout out to you guys.
Ronnie, you don't listen to this dude over here. You're doing fine, son.
Yeah,
You're doing
just
fine.
To your daddy. I'm nobody. You listen to your daddy.
You're doing just fine, son.
Listen to your daddy. Ain't nobody. I got the daddy jersey hanging up too. Both of them. Miami, all of it.
He'll be fine.
Keep up the good work. Who's your shout out going to, Kevin?
I got one shout out today.
Just one?
My shout out, well, of course, y'all, I don't call y'all my shout outs no more. Y'all my everyday shout out. My shout out goes to Will Smith.
Oh, okay.
Of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Oh, yes.
Who won the World Series last year.
Yes.
Who won the World Series this year. Last year with the Rangers. The year before that with the Astros. The year before that with the Braves. And the year before that with the Dodgers again. 5 in a row.
Seems like he got the magic touch, huh? Why you letting Chad? Chad, that ain't right. Chad, you ain't got to do that, though.
5 years in a row. That's tough.
Yeah.
Only Will Smith I acknowledge is a Fresh Prince.
And I snap him in the face, too.
Wow, that escalated quickly. I didn't see that. Coming at all.
Do not keep your name off the 5.
Damn.
Whoa.
Okay.
I ain't Chris Rock. Listen, don't get it twisted. Superstar status don't mean nothing to me. I ain't scared of no Will Smith.
Damn.
All right. I mean, I can't argue with you when you're right. So I'm gonna move on. Not gonna argue with you when you're right. My shout out. Gosh, I got so many, but I'm just gonna give a couple. Shout out to the WNBA for keeping it gangster. You have 12 teams or 13 teams. You fired 7 coaches.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I don't understand that at all. And then, how did the Fevers coach get fired? Who did a better job than the Fevers coach? That team sucked last year. And then you added a piece that is arguably the most popular and polarizing piece in the league, and she somehow figured out how to make that work and get them to the playoffs in year one. Just saying. That doesn't sound like a fireable offense. Just saying. So shout out to the WNBA. Connecticut Suns coach got them to the playoffs, got them to the second round, and then he got fired. Now, she landed well because she's now the Fever's head coach, but still, it's some gangster-ish.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on in the WNBA, but shout out to them for being gangster. Shout out to the WWE. And this is a weird shout out. Shout out to Triple H for resisting the urge to bring back Brock Lesnar on any level. So far, because you really, let me tell you something. From a pure wrestling perspective, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think it's true. And I think us all being wrestling fans, we would all agree. It's never been better. It's never been better. From a pure wrestling perspective, now I'm not talking about on the mic. There's still some guys that need to do their homework on the mic. But from a pure wrestling perspective, it has never been better. These are the most talented, top to bottom wrestlers that the WWE has ever had. And it's not close. It's not close, ladies and gentlemen. This bloodline storyline, incredible. I didn't think they could do more with it. I was like, what else can they do with this? They done everything. No, it's actually better now. It's getting better by the days.
Yeah. I
am so excited to see where they're going to take this.
We know where it's going to end with, and that's crazy.
And it's crazy. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So shout out for real to the WWE. This is incredible. I gotta give Triple H all the credit, man. He's the guy might be a genius. He may just be that dude.
He's been in the business, so he knows what to do.
So I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I don't know how now. I'm not sure how long this Cody Rhodes thing is gonna last. Because I have mixed emotions about that. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I don't know how I feel about Cody Rhodes.
It was a feel-good story. That's ran its course.
But it feel like it's run its course. Am I wrong?
No, I think he can't be the main person in your company. I think that's what happened with AEW.
I feel like you got to keep the belt on somebody in the bloodline for now, because that's just where the heat is. Like, ain't nobody hotter than Roman right now. Ain't nobody hotter than Roman. Roman is, my God.
Yeah.
And then I didn't think the solo thing would work, but it's just working. It's working.
And I think they got some more people in the wings too.
That family is like the Wayans and the Winans. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're coming through the wall. I'm still mad at what they did to Nia this weekend. That was some BS.
Facts.
I don't know why they love it. Liv Morgan does tell a great story. Now, I give her credit for that. She tells a great story. I don't love her wrestling, but she tells a great story, which is the key to the whole thing, if we're being honest. So I can't argue with that part. But beating Nia Jax, come on, man. That don't even seem right. But my girl keeps taking it for the team. So I give her, shout out to Nia Jax. Okay, I'm done with WWE. and then my last shout out. I think I want to shout out the women's basketball, because you just finished a year that was amazing. And I hope that you've learned the lessons that you need, and the networks have learned the lessons that they need to build on it. Because if you do right by them this year, there's actually more talent this year than there was last year across the board.
Mm-hmm.
It actually is. Now, I don't know if any of them shoot as well as Caitlyn, and they're definitely not as polarizing as she is. But talent-wise, Juju's better. Paige is better. the girl from the big girl from UCLA is better. Like they got a lot of talent. Flau'jae is a more dynamic personality than Caitlin. Flau'jae Johnson. They got a lot of great girls coming through the pipe. Hannah Hidalgo in Notre Dame. That's must see. That's must see TV. So this has the makings of a great season if they get the support. So I want to give women's basketball a shout out. That's all I got. And a shout out to y'all. I'm like Cam. We keep shouting each other out. You know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all wouldn't be watching if you didn't know what it was. So let's move on.
Yes, sir.
Right. Shout out to the wives for holding us down. Shout out for the kids for lifting us up. We love each and every one of y'all. We'll be back next Monday to do it all over again. It's the 5, y'all. Yeah.
Will get you 10 when you're plugging in with the there's no mystery. Let's make history with the 5. Oh, the strongest 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me into the 5. Yeah. Keep it on the floor.